I have to make an apology, first and foremost to Bidloof. I did it again. I called him Bidloof, not Bidoof. He looks so loofy, and yet I kept calling him Bidloof instead of Bidoof. It was the biggest oof of the video, and I must put Bidoof to S tier, especially because of this animation. So, Bidoof, I'm sorry. With that out of the way, I hope you can forgive me and subscribe and watch the video all the way through. Now, without further ado, let's get on with the video. Hey yo guys and girls, welcome back to another video, and what do you know, I have bipolar. Jokes aside, I feel like giving my feedback about the things I liked about Shining Pearl, or BDSP as the cool kids call it. Look, I know I had some harsh things to say, especially about Bidoof, but I think it's important to look at it from both sides, like negative and positive, than just looking at the negative side. So without further ado, let's just get straight into this. First and foremost, the first thing I'll mention here is that it's not platinum. That is such a welcomed addition to me, because screw the platinum version, like really screw not having an up and down option for the Poketech, because man, just the quality of life improvements that platinum added, just throw it out. We don't need it. We need a big faithful remaster, and screw preserving the game. We just need to make our bank. Okay, fine, for real this time, jokes aside, the music is honestly one of the best things about these remakes. Now, as long as you don't play on 1.0, because, regardless of that tragedy, I actually prefer the remake versions of these songs versus the original, and there's nothing wrong with that, I think. And you can also like the original because you probably have played those games and you probably have the nostalgia feel for them, and I don't. And if you did play the original and you prefer the original soundtrack, cool. Since I didn't play the original, I don't have the nostalgia for it. In comparison, I'd be the same way about Kingdom Hearts. I prefer some of the older tracks from the older original releases than the remixed version, so I do get where you're coming from. But honestly, I cannot tell you how much they bring those songs to life, because I did do a little comparison, and man, they really bring them to life, and it just sounds super, super good. My next point, a faithful remaster. Yes, specifically remaster, not remake, because this is more of a remaster than a remake. You can argue the fact that they remade these assets from scratch, but I still do not consider that a remake, because if your only addition is the underground, which kind of just builds on other features, it still is a remaster. If you're just making it one-to-one, it's pretty much a remaster. Because remake would be, you know, remaking assets from scratch, not really basing it off the prior game, but doing it enough to please fans, but also doing something radically different, which is what prior games did, at least to my knowledge. Before you say I'm being negative, I actually think this is a positive that they should actually do this again, but with black and white, but do pixel art with it, with the mixed in 3D environments, because I really think that makes the big focus of black and white shine, is the pixel art and the 3D environments mixed in. And if they don't do that, please to God actually remake it, not remaster it, because I don't want this situation again. And I think my last point is the chibi animations are pretty cool, at least the protagonist's idol animation. I think this is a nice touch, and it was something that was definitely lacking in the older games. Even this falls flat though, with having no mouth animation or expressions when the other characters are talking, or when the camera zooms in and they're talking, which just makes the conversations more awkward than they already were. So if they were to do this again with the chibi art and the chibi style of this game, I would definitely like it for Soul Silver. And particularly, those games run on the same engine, at least for the DS kind of remake for Soul Silver, so remaking it again on Switch to be more readily available and potentially making it be preserved and not such a hit or miss with this game. I think it could do really well with this style, as long as they add more chibi animations, essentially, with more in particularly like characters talking and doing more expressions and so on and so forth. I think the chibi style also excels in the environments, and I think they look really good for this type of a style. So doing a remake with Soul Silver with this style, I think would be really, really good. Just not anything else like black and white, because I pray that's not what they do. Anyways, with that all being said, tell me what you guys think in the comments down below about the remakes. Did you have fun? Did you like them? Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and dislike if you didn't. With that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.